Venerable Dhammajayo, Abbot of Wat Phra Dhammajayo. I seek to pursue perfections by instilling goodness in the hearts and mind of the people of the world, for them to embrace morality and to practice mental cultivation until they see the truth and to have Dhammajayo as their refuge. With this pledge, Venerable Dhammajayo gave his heart and soul to furthering Buddhism and bringing peace and happiness to mankind. Through his 40-plus years of monkhood, he never took a day off from his work. He set new standards for monkhood, rekindled the faith and confidence of the people, and took the Buddhist religion to a new height. Venerable Dhammajayo was born Chayabun Sutipun on April 22, 1944, to the family of Janyong and Jukri Sutipun. He grew up in a small house on the bank of the Chao Phraya River in Singburi, Thailand. His father was an engineer working for the Ministry of Industry, whose job required him to be relocated regularly. Chayabun often had to be put in boarding schools away from home for his schooling. Young Chayabun was eager when it came to acquiring knowledge. His interest in Buddhism began at a very young age. His favorite pastime during his teens was to hang around book stands that lined the streets surrounding Sanam Luang, a public park of Bangkok where books of every kind could be found. The subjects that fascinated him were Buddhism, the teachings of the Buddha, and biographies of important people. The more books he read, the more Dhamma sermons he listened to, the more he wondered, why are we born? What is the purpose of one's life? Where do we go after we die? Do heaven and hell really exist? These questions lingered in his mind, and he could not find the answers. One day, he came upon a book titled Dhammajayo, written in the format of a sermon by the great abbot of Wat Phra Nam, who said, "Reading books alone is not enough to gain the perfect knowledge of Dhamma. One has to put Dhamma into practice until the truth is revealed to him." He later found an article in Vipassana Banturng Tsan, a publication on meditation which was about a nun named Kunyai Jan, a disciple of Hluang Po Wat Phra Nam who possessed extraordinary meditative power. Fascinated by her story, Chayabun determined to seek her out and learn meditation from her. Chayabun finally met Kunyai at Wat Phra Nam in 1963. He was then a freshman at Kasetsart University. Kunyai agreed to accept him as her student. Through Kunyai, Chayabun finally found the answers to the questions that had lingered in his mind for a long time. Yes, heaven and hell do exist, Kunyai told him. She explained, reaching high-level meditative attainment allows one to possess special abilities to do wondrous things such as reading another person's thought, seeing into the past or the future, recalling one's past lives, or transversing to afterlife realms. Chayabun also learned that the true purpose of one's life was to pursue perfection, parami, and to attain nibbana. This was a turning point in Chayabun's life. He began to practice meditation diligently. Every morning he would leave his dorm at 6 a.m., spent 2 hours on 3 different buses to reach Kunyai's place in order to practice meditation with her. After school, he would do the same and would not return to his dorm until 10 p.m. Oftentimes, he would get up in the middle of the night to meditate. Some days, he would meditate as many as 12 hours. His meditation skills became so profound that Kunyai allowed him to teach others. Chayabun graduated from Kasetsat University in 1969 with a bachelor's degree in economics. He took the yellow saffron to become a Buddhist monk at Wat Paknam on August 27, 1969, whereupon he was given a monastic name, Dhammajayo, which means victory through the Dhamma. Upon Chayabun's ordination, Kunyai felt it was time to build a temple so she and her team could have their own place to teach and practice meditation and to propagate Buddhism. Unfortunately, all Kunyai had in her possession was her own meager savings of 3,200 baht, $160 in 1970. The team thought the idea was an impossible dream, but Kunyai, with her faith and confidence in the power of merit, told the team that the power of their collective virtue and merit would lead them to celestial wealth and would attract benevolent people to help them accomplish their goals. Her optimism was so strong that it gave the team confidence to proceed. They imagined the ideal temple should be built on a large piece of land not far from Bangkok, with a river or a creek flowing through it. After considerable scouting, they found a tract of land that fit this specification. It was a barren paddy field owned by an aristocratic lady named Lady Prayat. The team wasn't sure whether the owner was willing to part with her land, but ventured to see her anyway. The day they met with Lady Prayat happened to coincide with her birthday. It was the team's lucky day, for not only was Lady Prayat willing to part with her land, but she in fact was willing to donate 78 acres as her birthday merit-making gift to the future temple. This was indeed a miracle of celestial proportion. There was no logical reason to explain their luck other than the collective force of merit that Kunyai spoke about. Wat Phra Dhammajayo was formally established on Magha Bucha Day, February 20th, 1970. The main chapel was completed in 1982. The property was later expanded to 1,000 acres in 1985. The Great Dhammajayo Sitya, a dome-shaped pagoda built to last 1,000 years, was completed in 2000. It became the world's largest Buddhist monument ever built. 1 million personal Buddha images were enshrined at the Sitya, 300,000 on the exterior dome, and 700,000 on the inside. Today, Wat Phra Dhammajayo has grown to become the world's largest Buddhist organization, with over 100 centers in 30 countries covering 6 continents. On Sundays, an average of 30,000 Buddhists come to perform meritorious activities and practice meditation at the temple. Every year, millions of people from around the world come to celebrate major religious events.